Hello and welcome to another stream on Behance and on YouTube. My name's Anna Daviscourt. I'm a children's book illustrator. This is my friend over here, Anthony Sims. His camera is not on today again, but you know what is on? His voice. That makes sense, right? Oh, why are your captions? Oh, there we go. Boom, nailed it. We've got Anthony's captions and mine working today. Yay! And Anthony's captions say, "Very good joke, ha 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 ha." I'm so glad I told such a good joke. What'd you say, Anthony?
Oh, did you see my captions?
I just read them. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you like it? Well, you asked what I said, but I mean, I have
Like.
captions, so I figured, can you see what I'm saying?
I guess so. Yeah, sure. Elisandra's first in the chat today saying, "Hi, hola, oi. Hello, Cece, welcome back." I know, Cece, it's been a while. And we're so glad to have Captain Crunch back, and happy Friday, everybody. Very glad to have you, and we are, whatchamacallit, we are going to be drawing today, or painting more, rather, on our witch piece that we worked on last time. Sorry for very loud cars. The windows are open. It's somewhat hot today. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be working on. And we have Anthony's clickety-clackety ASMR in the background, so accept it, love it, enjoy it. So last time we were working on the witches, we were doing several different color palette options, and I have gone forward with a different one completely. It was kind of similar to, let's bring up the other ones. So we did 4 of them on stream last time, and we had this sunsetty one up here that I really liked, but I looked up more reference for sunsets on Pinterest, you know, as I like to do, and it was not a picture of a sunset, it was a painting of one that I referenced for these colors, and I just love them so much. I hope that they show up accurately on everybody's screens. On mine, they look like they're like muted pastels, but they're still luscious, and I love them very, very much. And so yeah, I'm gonna just be painting on this guy today and doing whatever we want. I mean, we still have to add another cat, and we can change anything at any point. I'll probably get rid of the lines at some point as well, and just experiment with free-flowing design and all that. So I also gave the file for this on the Discord. So if you haven't joined the Discord, there's a link in the description. And in the collaboration channel of the Discord, there is a PSD file that I gave you all with just the lines of this. And so you could color it yourself. And Ibrahim did 4 versions of color, and they were all gorgeous. Thank you so much, Ibrahim. It was amazing, and it definitely was an inspiration for some of the more warm, glowy tones, because I feel like that's what I've tended towards this entire piece, is just like making it feel like maybe it's a frustrating moment for the characters involved, but it's a really beautiful setting. I love that. And we may even do things like mess with the perspective. Maybe we could see a town below the clouds, or maybe we just have like one really big cloud. We're gonna, you know, experiment with all sorts of things on this. I don't want to just move ahead blindly being like, I did all the work. I kind of want to keep going with the options. So we've got Be Creative in the chat saying, "Hi, Anna and Anthony and Alessandra. Happy Friday to all." Happy Friday, Be Creative. Alessandra says, "I'm working on a logo today for freelance work." Happy Friday, Anna. Well, thank you very much. And that's exciting, logo work. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I hope that's fun for you. And Be Creative says, "Ooh, I love the choice in color palette." Thank you so much. Yeah, it's a really fun one so far. I feel like this kind of color palette makes me feel calm, and I like that. Whenever you're painting something and you can feel the mood of the piece, it's always a good sign. By the way, over the, like, just kind of, I threw in basic colors here. I am not really settled on any of them, but I wanted to just get a quick feeling of some, like, separation of elements in here. And then I threw over this, it's a soft light layer, but I'll show you in normal what the gradient looks like. Oh, look at those colors. I love it. So that is now a soft light layer that I turned down to like 60, 70. And yeah, so what I said before actually kind of made me think. So I think I'm gonna duplicate this first off, and then I will mess around with like what the clouds are doing in the background a little bit. And then we can get into, wait, did I just, okay, cool, yeah. Duplicated. So I'm going to start naming these groups because this is where I get into trouble. Not labeling things. Okay, so we've got, I'm going to do, this one is called Big Cloud. So I'm going to mess with the sizing of the clouds here because right now they're pretty evenly spaced out. And the original clouds I painted in were more like the painting piece that I was taking from. And they were kind of like this centralized organic shapes coming out of a central kind of area, which is really pretty and I love it, but I didn't want to be too derivative of the piece that I was getting the colors from. I didn't want to just like copy it. So I want to use the colors as inspiration and then do whatever the heck I want with the clouds. So that's what we're here for. Alright, so I'm going to take the Bristle Bomb brush from Kyle's paint box, and since this is duplicated, I'm just going to paint right on it. It's got a lot of really fun colors to throw around, and I'm kind of imagining like our sun is down here so that we get this underlighting on all of this, and we get like a nice warm glow on them. So it's not like literal textbook by the, you know, rules kind of lighting. It's much more like illustrative. Like I want them to be the dark element on the light sky. So I'm taking a little bit of liberty with that, but that's our job as artists. We can do that. You taking liberties, Anthony?
No.
Not even a little bit. Oh man, I'm sorry. This job has been a little creatively dry, so we're gonna have to make something super creative happen for you after this.
Abstract watercolors in the park.
It'll be interesting, but we can try it.
Oh, did you see captions? Abstract watercolor jazz in the park.
Obviously, we are.
Let's do that instead.
Jazzy in the park. Oh yeah. That's so fun. Have you ever like heard live jazz being played?
Maybe while I was walking downtown, there was, I want to say, a jazz club near the Ben and Jerry's by the Art Institute.
A club? I don't. Oh wait, yeah, I kind of remember that. Wait, there was a gallery right next to it, so it makes sense, you know, artsy Portland stuff.
They got rid of it. I don't know what they put there.
Sad.
But yeah, they like took that whole block out and they were doing construction on it while the last time I was there. I don't think I've been back since. I don't know what it is. Whatever is across the street from Ben and Jerry's is a mystery to me.
What the place that you worked was across the way from it, right?
Yeah, that's why I was walking by the jazz place, but they moved to a different location, so I had no reason to go back down.
Oh, gotcha. That makes sense. Alright, so I painted these much larger clouds. I think it definitely gives a different sense to the piece where it feels like you are, like they are much smaller in this world, which I kind of like. And I am open to all opinions, so if anybody has anything that they feel about like the size of things, the color of things, whatever, I am down to hear it. That includes you, Anthony. Got any opinions?
This looks very familiar to me. Like the Harry Potter piece that you were going to do, but you're like, ooh, I drew too much inspiration from one of the things that snuck its way into my subconscious.
Yeah, there was one piece that I was like, I'm trying to emulate it, but then I went too far. I was like, oh, no. And so, I guess, I mean, it's hard to say because the only thing that's the same is they're riding a broomstick in the clouds, which I feel like is a pretty common thing.
Yeah, it's very witchy, but I mean,
yeah, the owls were my addition to that piece, so they didn't come from the original one.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, it's reminding me of the piece that you did of the other piece that inspired blah blah blah. I like it. It's a new life version of whatever that was.
Well, I just mean, okay, so we have two versions now. So one has big clouds and one has the smaller clouds. Do you have any inclination towards one or the other?
I like the big clouds.
Okay.
Makes
Yeah.
my eye draw in towards the characters more. The other ones, it's like, oh, my eyes want to bounce around between the clouds.
Right, it's really PC. And I think with the big clouds, we can use more of a like compositional strong design where it feels like there are it's the opportunity to shape design basically the background to really make it very strong shapes instead of it being PC like that. By the way, Alessandra says, ooh, look at that. I love the color palette. My eyes are pleased. Lol. Also, is there JP Licks in your area? It's an ice cream place. I don't think I've ever heard of that. JP Licks?
Never have I ever.
Never have I ever. Tell me about it, Alessandra. Is this your favorite place?
How many licks do they have?
20 to get to the center of the ice cream pop. And Be Creative says, I like the big clouds too. Fantastic. We've got a consensus. I love it. And let's see here. Okay. I'm going to also explore another idea I have for this. So I'm going to take the big clouds since we're kind of agreed on that. And I'm going to once again just drag and copy.
Drag and copy.
Yeet. You got a problem?
No.
I'll fight you.
Wait.
Okay, so first I'm gonna get rid of the rabble all around. Okay, so one thing I love about doing this on you guys can obviously see there's a ton of white space around the piece that we're working on right now, and I will size it up once we are settled on our design and we're getting into more of the painting and rendering phase. So one of the strengths of doing this is feeling like the composition is fluid, as in I can change the ratio of like length to height on the piece and go further down, go further up, make the characters smaller or bigger in the composition by doing so. And that just gives me a little freedom that I very much enjoy. So I'm gonna just play around with the idea of implying that there's some kind of ground plane deep below these massive clouds. Oops. Put it over this. Beep, beep. Whoop whoop. So Anthony, got any fun plans for the weekend?
I'm hanging out with you and we're watercolor jazzing in the park.
Don't know if that's exactly what we're doing, but sure.
Why isn't it what we're doing? Why do you hate watercolors?
Jazz?
You hate jazz.
No, I'm saying. First of all, I'm not saying I hate anything crazy, and then second of all, I just don't know that there is jazz in the park. Is this a thing?
You and I will be there.
I don't have a saxophone. Don't you?
We have watercolors, and we're doing watercolor jazz.
Oh, jazz with the watercolors. Now that's just madness. I hate that. No.
I knew it.
So yeah, we're gonna get together at a park and you're going to take photos, and Anthony just brought up a second ago. He was like, can you bring watercolors?
No, I said it in the initial text.
Well, you had different ideas for that, but the idea that we would paint in the park for watercolors. The only problems I can foresee is, first of all, I'd have to pack so many supplies for everyone to play around with watercolors. And then it just getting messy outside because the watercolors I have are in this big palette, which the palette's great because everybody could like sit on their own side of the palette and have access. At least to certain colors, I guess, if you want to get to the other side. It's a trek. And then you could paint on watercolor paper, and then what? We all have glasses of water next to us, and then is it safe to dump out, or what do we do with it? I don't know.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Let's see. Alessandra says, oh, it's my favorite place to go. This is about JP Licks. I guess it only takes, or it's only in the state of Massachusetts. Also, it's where I saw Malia Obama in person. My ice cream wasn't the only thing that froze that day. Lol. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. An Obama sighting at the ice cream shop. So cool. That reminds me, I need to make ice cream tonight. Yeah. And Ibrahim is here. Hello. We were just talking about your amazing color options for this piece. I am so grateful that you took the time and like painted some out. Actually, I'm gonna highlight them. Let's go to the collaboration channel of the Discord. So this is the Discord. Welcome. And let's see here. Where is it? See, this is the problem. I always get lost. Okay, there we go. Collaboration is the folder, and then collaboration is the name of the game. And look at these. Oh my gosh, so many wonderful options. So we have like a green cityscape that they're going through, and obviously like all the little details that you've colored out are so great. Now we've got demon red hellscape. With this one, it makes it feel almost like an impact frame where it's like urgent, which I love. The idea that they're reacting to like the paper flying away and it's like their MacGuffin or whatever. Like, there goes the map. No! Red. And then we've got this glowing broomstick, which is so creative. I am amazed that you came up with this. Just a little like boop, and then lighting on everything based on this glowing broomstick. Like, how cool. Once again, this is a book idea in and of itself because you're like, the glowing broomstick. That's the title. Boom. Nailed it. And then we've got this beautiful sunsetty one that feels like it's got the organic brush strokes I love, and a color gradient and everything. I just, oh, they're so beautiful. Thank you so much for doing these, Ibrahim. It's very inspiring to see, and it's just so nice of you to like put the work in and make this for us. So, round of applause, round of applause.
Yay, good job.
All right, putting that back. And Be Creative says dragon copy is a new drawing technique. Oh, drag and copy. Oh, CC probably said dragon copy. That'd be awesome. I was half listening and that's what my ears heard, and I had to look up to see what you were drawing. I would love to do just like, oh, and then new dragon copy, and then there's suddenly a dragon on the canvas every single time.
Well, speaking of dragon copy and people that have colored your pieces, Jake Green made 3 versions of the other thing that you posted on Patreon.
Absolutely. Oh, Jake is all about it. Have I showed those before? I
don't know. Why don't we show them again?
Yeah, let's do it. Was that in current work? All right, I'm going to search for dragon. Let us see. Aha! Nailed it. It was in current work. Haha. All right, so this is Jake Green's Twitter where he posted these, and they're absolutely gorgeous. This is one of the pieces that I put up on Patreon and gave the digital files to. I do this every once in a while, and I gave you guys just the line work for the last one for free, and like, hey, whatever, because I was just sketching and having fun. But with the coloring pages that I put on Patreon, usually they are like, I work on them hardcore, and they like, you know, they are a piece in and of themselves. And so he took this one and digitally painted it, and then after completely rendering it out and making it this beautiful, I think, well, he called it sunsetty, and then you were like sherbet, I think, Anthony?
Something.
Yeah, something. And then he apparently took the adjustment sliders and just completely controlled all these colors immaculately to make them into, what is it, 3 or 4 different options? I think wait, that's 1. Okay, 3. Yeah. So we've got like spacey starry dragon, which I absolutely love. Whenever you throw like a dark background, I'm like, ooh, oh yeah. And then we've got our green dragon, the forest dragon, the spirit of the swamp. So freaking cool. Thank you so much, Jake, for coloring these and just for like everything, like putting so much work into it. It looks so good. All that fur rendering, all of the like detail added to the eyes and the horns and everything, the little swipes of light color in the mane. I love it all. Yay, yay, full dragon fruition. I love it. And I've loved it. Haha. So go follow Jake Green at Jake Green 3D on Twitter. Haha. And on Instagram is everything. Everything else. All the names. Hey, we've got Mohammed in the chat. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Mohammed says, Anna, hello. Hello. Okay, so Alessandra says those look amazing. They really are. All the things that have been painted, I just love them. So if that is anything to any of you, just hopefully you take it as inspiration to paint and color and create work of your own. It's so fun. Okay, so what I wanted to do was imply some ground plane down here. Something. A little something. And I'm not sure I care for it, honestly. I kind of like not having ground. Yeah, I think we're going to just keep it to sky, at least for now. At least that's my idea. But if you guys feel differently, let me know. And if there's ever any reasoning behind something, I want to know as well. Or it's like, I've been practicing this with clients. Like, if you feel strongly about a color option for a cover or a composition for an interior layout or something like that, explain why. I think that goes a really, really long way, and tells the client that you care about the project as well, because you're thinking about what will create the best outcome for them. So I think it is worth trying out and getting better at, because sometimes I completely forget, or I feel too nervous, or whatever kind of stupid things crawl into your brain. So just want to not only tell you guys, but tell myself. Also, do I like that blue? I'm not sure. We could also, one of my favorite things about nighttime skies, I mean, there are many favorite things that there can be, but one of the things that I love dearly is that when the sun goes away and you look up and there's a gradient in the sky and you see it go to full blue above you, sometimes it can get dark enough to actually see stars. So you literally get like the best of every single viewing option. You get the sun, you get colors, you get clouds, you get stars, you get nighttime. Like, what? The world is a gift. Okay, so I'm gonna just play around with that, like pop in a few little doop doop doops. Especially because they're hiccup. Sorry. Especially because they're witches. Having some kind of celestial thing feels very on brand. Maybe even a little moon? You know when you can see the moon out? Oh my gosh. Do you think Ashley would like this?
The moon? Yeah, she's a fan.
I mean this piece.
Don't you know it's day?
Don't you know it's day? I walked on your face. If you've seen 30 Rock, you know what we're talking about. Hey, Taylor Ackerman in the chat. That is Studio Long. It's so good to see you. How are you doing? Are you working on anything today? Happy Friday. Alessandra says, it finally cooled off here. Oh man, was it really, really hot? I'm sorry if it was. It sucks when it does that. Camilla says, nighttime skies and sunset. It feels so bittersweet. Yeah, there's like, you know, the ending to the day, and if you're anything like me, you feel like, oh man, I feel like I should have done more today or something. And it's like, it doesn't even matter what you did that day. It feels like you needed to do more. It's dumb. But then you get the nighttime, and that's when video games happen, right? So it's a good time of day. Taylor says, I love daytime moons. I love them because of 30 Rock. If you guys haven't seen that episode, it's great. They have, is it Buzz Aldrin?
I think so.
Yeah. And he yells at the moon. Duh.
Jolly good fun.
A buzz, 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 a hoo, 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 a da 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 da. It's how we walk our day away, the merry old land of Oz. Water's so good. You guys should drink water. Oh, by the way, Taylor says, I've been super busy, but just started a week-long vacation from work. Whoop, 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 whoop. We'd love to hear it. Gonna head up to Acadia National Park on the 4th. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. National Park for a celebration sounds like the best idea. So happy for you, Taylor. You deserve a good break. I think we should all start planning vacations if we don't have any planned right now, because it's important. Camilla says the movie Your Name, which I have not seen yet, did a good job on it. That witch hour is in between. Oh, the witching hour in between of the the sunset and dark times. Dark times. Sounds goofy. Yeah, I still need to see your name. I've heard so many good things. Camilla, did you love it? Did you love it? Taylor says, also starting, I can read. Taylor says, also started querying kid lit agents. Good job! Woo 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 woo! Taylor, no time at all. You'll be agented. You are amazing. Your work is amazing. If you haven't seen Taylor's work, well, let's check out her Behance page. Do you have much on here? Let us see. Absolutely. So yeah, Taylor's got a bunch of work on her Behance page, so definitely check it out. She is an amazing children's book illustrator. If any agents are in the crowd, talk to her. Go pick up Taylor, quick. Camilla says, vacay, woo woo! I agree, vacay, woo woo. Alessandra says, drinking water right now, and Taylor says, lol, didn't mean to write a tongue twister. Everything's a tongue twister when it comes to my face. My tongue can't handle anything. It's just like, bleh. But thank you, I appreciate that. Okay. I'm going to lengthen this just a tiny bit down here because I feel like the owl got a little squished. And then I think, friends, we're ready to size up. We've got a lot of good elements going on. The focus is on the characters, but the background's still interesting. And if we need to change anything, we can. So let us do the thing. Clouds are just so fun. I love them so much. I kind of want this... yeah, we'll just keep playing around with the cloud shapes and size and all that stuff. Camilla says, I really loved your name. It's super enjoyable. Feast the eyes. I also love Garden of Words by the same director. Cause rain animation. Ooh. Favorite rain animation. Go.
Rain animation?
Yeah. I thought you would like immediately
Totoro.
be like, oh, interesting. Well, I thought it was going to be Bambi with the drip, drip, drop little April showers.
That's a fun little song, but when he's under the trees and that drop hits the umbrella and he gets excited and he makes a bunch more drops drop.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
Oh, it's amazing. Taylor says thanks for the plug. And Taylor, for some reason I'm a Dumbo, and whenever I look at things on my other screen, I feel like I can't bring them down. Let's look at Taylor's work. Check it out. Oh my gosh. So good. I absolutely love this piece, and I believe it won... What did it win the SVS award? I can't remember, but even if it didn't, it deserved to. Okay, it's amazing. Oh, we've got a process too. Oh, there's music. Here, wait, I'm gonna turn that off. Just for... I guess, I don't know. I'm guessing it's copyright unsafe, but who knows. Oh, heck yeah. I love seeing that thumbnail process. Thank you for including that, Taylor. Look at this guy. She's so much faster than me. Oh, yeah. This one's just so rich with details. It's insane. And Taylor, how much research did you need to do to get all of that background info, where it's like what the shelves would be filled with or made of or any of that stuff? Because you have like fossils, and I love the scarab book holder thing. What are those called? Bookends? Oh, I want that. The nets, the beetles, the butterflies. So much good stuff. And I believe this one's all like just one brush, one color, right? Amazing. Well, I don't know if one brush, but like, you know, like one layer-ish kind of feeling where... What am I trying to say? Monochrome. There we go. Taylor says, it's royalty free, but it's nothing special, so no need to listen. Okay. Alessandra agrees. The Totoro rain part is chef's kiss. Oh my gosh. This is really cool also seeing like a blank part of the page. Taylor, I want you to do that in one of your books. It's like extreme detail on parts of the page, and then the background behind the character is just completely white and blank. I would really like that juxtaposition. Oh, so you did try out some colors on it at first, and then yeah, like using a wash basically. That light effect is really cool. Gotta add a picture back there. So good! Love, love, love. This piece is amazing. Alright, so yeah, go to Taylor's page and check out all of this glory. Come on. Cute! I love it. Talking about moons. Oh, that frog is so good. Also, if you guys don't know about, there's an online thing. So a lot of publishers aren't working in the physical publishing houses anymore because of pandemic stuff. And so there was a tag started on Twitter where people would do digital postcards and send them out to, like, you know, editors and agents by just hashtag postcard or whatever, digital postcard. And it was great. I think that's a really great idea. So if you want to be in the children's book universe and get your art seen by the right people, then pop it in there. Let's see. Oh, Taylor says, yeah, that one won. Oh, that's so cool. Congratulations, Taylor. Camilla says, that texture, I can smell the fake graffiti. Taylor
How's
says,
that compared to real graffiti?
I wonder. Can you compare? Contrast? Taylor says, I played with adding color. It may show it in there, but I nixed it. I think that's a strong choice. You have so much going on with the texture and the detailing that it really doesn't, well, need color, and it might distract a little bit from it. So I think it was perfect the way it turned out. In terms of research, I just finished watching a documentary about the entomologist at the Smithsonian. Amazing. You need to send it to the entomologist at Smithsonian, okay? That's got to be like, they would enjoy that very much. Camilla says, my favorite rain animation is from Children of the Sea. There is a scene with a girl riding her bike uphill under heavy rain. That is so cool. I might have to write that down. And I chose a pencil that is not sharpened at all. Let's see here. I have 5 million pens on my desk and none of them write well. Okay. Children of the Sea. Of the Sea. Boom, nailed it. Alessandra says, what is it called, Anna? The digital postcard on Twitter. I believe it's just hashtag digital postcard. I believe. Let me double check that real quick, just so I don't lead you astray. Digital postcard. Searching. Keep that buddy searching. This doesn't look like it, so I must be wrong. Let's see here. I did it not too long ago, so I'm just gonna look at my page and try to find it. Aha! So easy. So it is hashtag kid, K-I-D, lit, L-I-T, art, A-R-T, postcard, P-O-S-T-C-A-R-D. It's for you, people. If you want to see it, this is the post I made on Twitter. So this is the hashtag right here. Hashtag kidlit art postcard. Boom. And Gina, unfortunately, I regret this, but Gina started this. Do not tag her. She made an update to her post about it saying, I love the response. So many people were enthusiastic about it. My notifications are impossible. So please don't tag me. Because if you don't know, on Twitter, if you tag a person, it fills their notifications if something pops off. So yeah, I don't want that to happen for her. So just don't tag her, but if you're represented, tag your agency and then give some kind of, you know, what do you call it? Call to action, like email me here or check out my website or whatever. Just some way that they can contact you. And then some people put their information on there like it was a postcard. Other people just put their art. So whatever you feel is what you want to represent yourself with, then do that, baby. There you go. And Camilla says, thank you very, very much, Taylor. Wait, Taylor said, what? Yeah, Taylor put a link in the chat. I will make that clickable. Copy and paste. Thank you so much, Taylor, for that. And that is the post by Gina. So the originator of the postcard. Hashtag, there we go. I'll also put it at the bottom of the description for Replay Landers. Hello, if you're watching the replay, we love you. Thank you for being here. You're amazing. And I hope you're having a wonderful whatever day. Whatever day it is. I hope it's great. Beep. Okay, there we go. Save. And let's see. Yeah, Taylor says that website talks about the days to post. Oh, so it's probably ongoing. I need to check that again. I did it once and forgot about it ever existing. Just like postcards physically. I think maybe I sent out a few, but it's so hard to get a mailing list together because, like, who knows who people are and what they need. Some editors and people put online, like, their wish lists or, like, what they're looking for in a book. Like, I like kids
Big
who...
butts.
And I cannot lie.
I couldn't help myself.
That's the editor I'm trying to find, baby. But no, it's like what they like in books, basically. What kind of age ranges they're looking for, what kind of moods, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, if you can find info that way, I guess it's helpful. But it's very time consuming, and I just decided to make more work in that time. And I guess I'm doing okay, but I'm still not getting, like, my dream is to make my own books. And so nobody's really holding me back more than me at that at that point. Like, I'm in control of how fast that goes. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. Beep. Well, and currently I'm working on 2 other books, but they're not my sole passion project kind of things. But I still like them. Not every project is gonna be like the most important project of your life. Okay, so I am going to size this up to our full size. I guess I'll check how big the actual canvas is in here in a second. Wow, I can talk. Do you believe me, Anthony?
That you could talk? Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Okay, let's check out the image size here. We could probably pop that up a little bit. It's like almost 17 by 11. Let's make it 11 just so we could always crop down to 11 by 17. Beep, beep, beep. Alessandra says, OMG, Captain Crunch said, big butts help myself out of hand. Lol. Is it out of hand or is it exactly in hand? Does that make sense, Anthony? Sorry. Never apologize to me.
Listening.
It's all good. If you need to just work, you feel free. I can always do solo.
No, it just came out of the blue. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry for you. I mean,
it's the dumb thing of like,
off guard.
hey, we have to get these priority images out. Also, this retoucher's unavailable right now. Can you take their files and do them real quick? And I'm like, I hate working on other people's files. And also, this looks really different than what I submitted because I worked on his files yesterday. And apparently, he might have not known that, deleted what I uploaded to Dropbox, redid something else. And now they're like, this doesn't look right. And I'm like, it's not my fault. What's happening?
That's always fun. I'm so sorry, Anthony. I'm so sorry. Explain to them. Explain everything. Okay. I'm just fixing the sketch a little bit because I shortened the stick so that it felt more like the person on the front is a little bit more scrunched up towards the top or the end of the broom, I guess. Let's see. Camilla says, those purples are so nice. Feels like it would smell like lavender. Ooh, I like that. If you can get a smell from an image. Taylor says, I finally found a solid dummy critique group. We have a call every other week, and it's really helping hold me accountable for making progress on my books. Taylor, that is the dream. I'm so glad you found that. It's really hard to find. Well, I feel like you have to physically go to conferences and make friends and stuff. And I've had friends who were like, oh yeah, let's all, like make a thing happen. Like we could be the critique group. Let's make stuff. And we haven't ever. I hate that because it does feel like it would be a game changer for accountability, especially. Camilla says, isn't being accountable scary? I mean, yeah, but like the consequences are pretty low when it's just a critique group. Like they would be disappointed, and that's what drives you to create something. But also, there's no like hard real life consequences, like you missed a deadline. Oh no, blacklist or whatever. Which I don't think that even happens very. It's not like that in the industry. But the actual experience of it, I would love to hear Taylor's take on that, like how the accountability works for you. That's just what I'm imagining. It's like, it's not hardcore where you're like, oh my gosh, you didn't turn it in, cut off their hand. But you know, if you didn't make, I wonder, have you ever had one of the critique people not hand something in, or have you not handed something in, or whatever you would call it, not have something to critique that week? Okay, so we've got a whole thing here. I'm wondering whether we should have them centered or if I should zhuzh them to the right or the left a little bit. Let me know your guys' opinion. We can endlessly move them because they are on a separate layer, so no worries there. But yeah, if you have any opinions about the placement of these three, then let me know. Okay, I'm just gonna get into painting, which is kind of a mindless task, so whatever you guys want to talk about, I'm down for.
I wish I could have.
That was something. You okay, Anthony? He's going through something, you guys.
Okay, I think I solved the problem.
Excellent. You're a problem solver. It makes a lot of sense.
Just have to delete whatever this other retoucher did and go back to square one and then add some more stuff to it.
Well, did you have the file that he deleted?
Okay, so I have what I worked on locally on my computer, and I uploaded that to Dropbox because he was unavailable, so I had to grab some of his files. 2 of them, I think.
Yeah.
And I uploaded work 2 versions, like the ones that I did. Like I took his original file, did some edits to it, and I relabeled it work 2, and I moved his original one into a folder labeled Z old, so that it's like, okay, if he needs the old one for whatever reason, it's in a different folder, like I never touched it at all. Yeah. And I saved a new copy that was like a work 2, and he just deleted everything I did in the work 2 file and got rid of the adjustments. And I don't know, it was weird because I was making sure I had the latest version because it's been like a day since I worked on it, and there might have been other feedback, so I went to his Dropbox to re-download it to make sure I was working off the latest version.
Right.
And he just got rid of everything I did in the work 2 and overwrote it instead of going back to his original file.
Right.
We're just like saving a work 3 or something. Anyway, it was very confusing. And yeah, very. So I was just trying to like figure it out with Beth, like, were there comments to get rid of all of those adjustments and make it look bad?
Oh, it is.
Basically, I was just very confused as to like, why did I spend all that time doing that if it's just gone?
Yeah. Fair question.
But luckily, I have it saved locally from yesterday when I worked on it, so I think that's what it's supposed to look like, talking with Beth. And now I just have to put one more adjustment on it and then save it out. So it's really not that hard, but figuring out that it wasn't that hard was the hard part.
For sure. The brain work involved. Pour one out for Anthony's brain. So sad. But yeah, that's, I guess, one reason to have like a big Dropbox rather than like just locally on his or whatever you would call that, so he doesn't get confused. Also, never delete other files. Just, I mean, if you have to, I understand, but like, he didn't have to.
Well, he didn't delete it.
Or overwrite it.
Just, deleted a bunch of work inside of it and then saved it again for some reason. I don't know. Oh, God. I'm curious about what the rest of his files look like.
It also makes me wonder if he
Yikes.
knows what's going on. Like, if suddenly work popped up in a file that you didn't know was worked on by another person, like, what would you think? There's a ghost doing my work.
Yeah, that. Well, it is kind of confusing because he was unavailable, so I had to take it, and then I gave it back, and maybe he just didn't ask enough clarifying questions to Beth afterwards.
Yeah.
Of like, what is this? I see something new in my folder that I didn't put there, and another thing called Z old. Can you explain, please? Instead, he was just like, I guess I'll just delete everything in here that I didn't do.
Solid, brain works. I don't want to diss him. I don't know who this guy is, but still.
Me either.
By the way, Taylor says, oh yeah, they're all peers at the same place as me, so it's very encouraging. Love that. But they know my goals for each meeting, and we will call each other out if we feel someone's procrastinating. That's amazing. Oh my gosh, how do you call people out? Just like, Taylor, you said you were going to have this done, and it's not done. Did you play video games instead of working on this?
Ooh, what video games are you playing, Taylor, while you're procrastinating?
Tell us more. That's procrastinating because you're a pro gamer. Duh. Camilla says, I'm going through changes.
This is like one of the Animorph novels.
No, it was in quotes, so it was probably one of us. That's why I read it like that, because I feel like you may have said it. Or is it like, changes?
Yeah, no, that's too happy sounding for what I'm experiencing.
Turn and face the strange. Taylor says, but if something comes up, like last month when I got the flu, I'm so sorry you got the flu. There aren't any consequences. You don't get kicked out of the group or anything. Thank goodness. That would suck. I got sick. This is for winners. Get out. It's silly to think that the children's book industry would be like that. Seriously, if you know anybody in it, they're 9 out of 10 times they are big ol' softies. They're marshmallows in human form. Beep, beep, beep. I'm just cleaning some of these edges up, so it's pretty subtle work. And I honestly, I don't want to clean everything a ton. That's not what I'm about with my work. But some of these edges are just so messy that they need to be clarified. Beep, beep, beep. Also, we should probably add some, like, what do you call them? Bristle tops on the broom. I think that would be a good call. Pat on the back, Antha. I was going to call myself Anthony.
Antha.
Once again. Hi, I'm Anthony. Want this to be lighter and more yellowy. Not like that. Darker, more saturated. Yeah, like that. And I think the wrapping bands should be darker. Maybe like this. It's a good start, you know? We can change the colors endlessly. Scribble, scribble, scrabble, scrabble. Okay, so these are school uniforms that they're wearing, and I wonder what kind of uniforms I want them to wear. I kind of wish that we could see more of the front so that I could give them collared shirts, because I always think that's such a cute uniform look. But we don't see much of that part of them. What do you think of with school uniforms, Anthony?
Sailor Moon.
Oshiokiyo?
In the name of the moon, I will punish you.
Alright, let's look up Sailor Moon. This is our job. Sailor Moon. School uniform. Oh, they're so cute. They do have a collar and a big bow. They're literally sailors. Like, so cute. So, could we do a bow? I don't know how clearly that would read at these angles, or if it would just complicate the design. Oh, Chibi used his little, like, outfit. So cute. She's got, like, overalls. Or is that called a pettifor? Pettifor? When you have the straps on a skirt like that. So cute.
Not sure.
Any Sailor fans in the crowd? Clearly I don't know that much. I have not watched a ton, but Anthony knows everything. Everything!
No, I don't. But if you haven't watched Sailor Moon Eternal on Netflix yet, go ahead and give it a go. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Camilla says lavender in between the straws. Ooh, like down here, the straws of the broom have lavender coming out. That's really cute. Camilla says also, what kind of wizardry are they studying? Maybe that can define the uniforms, like the uniforms of a princess tutu. Oh my gosh, from a Princess Tutu. Oh, is that a show? Princess Tutu? Oh. Camilla says hashtag Sailor Mars. What's Sailor Mars like, Anthony?
Shrine Maiden.
Shrine Maiden Sailor Mars.
She's more serious than the other ones, I feel like.
Ah, gotcha.
She's the one that's like Sailor Mars, fire, and she's got 2 pet crows, I guess.
Oh, heck yeah.
Are like her familiars.
Caw-caw.
Pretty cool.
Very cool. I wish I had a crow familiar.
2 of them.
2 of them? That's just...
Yeah, I can't remember their
at that
names. It's like Demos and Helios or something like that.
Oh, like gods' names?
I don't know if that's right. Someone please help me.
Camilla, help. Well, it's perfect. Her hair color is her darker skin color. That's amazing. Happy accidents, you know? I have to kind of decide what kind of painting style I want for this, and I think... I'm thinking like chunky painting. Does that make sense? No.
Like Van Gogh.
I'll try to find an inspiration image. Let me go to my Pinterest.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what?
Remember what happened last time we looked for inspiration with a drawing similar to this? Don't let it creep into your mind too much.
Oh, how dare you.
Haha, got her.
By the way, Camilla has helped us out. Sorry if that was like really in the microphone. I just drank water and it was like as I went up to the microphone. Anyways.
I want to say something about someone, but I'll refrain.
I don't even know what that means, but I'm going to sidestep it. So Camilla says Deimos and Phobos.
Phobos!
Phobos! Which I believe... Are those some of the names of the moons of Jupiter? Or
Must
are
be
they
Mars.
Mars? Yeah, that makes sense.
Really throwing
Oh
us
my
for a
gosh,
loop
Camilla
there.
says they are named after Mars's moons. Wow. 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 Good job, everybody. It came around. We learned about moons and crows. Important stuff.
What do you call a crow moon?
Crow moon. I don't know, man. What?
That does sound like a good setup for a joke or a riddle or something, huh?
Absolutely, yes. That's what I assumed. What do you call a crow moon? Crow!
I think you call him either Deimos or Fabios. What was the other one?
Phobos. Not Fabio. Imagine the
Fabio,
hair on that
the
crow.
very beautiful crow.
The
yeah.
pectorals.
Peck. Get it.
It's all coming together.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. I'm dying. Look at that texture. Good stuff. Man. Oh no, I'm having thoughts. I just want to like simplify and chibiify every single aspect of this piece, but no, Anna, you can do stuff too. It's fine. It's fine. You don't have to be everybody else that you love the artwork of. The eternal struggle, I feel. Always feeling like other people's work is like ridiculously better than yours, where it's like, oh my gosh, I want to do that now. I understand what I want to do. It's that.
The
it's
nowness
that.
of it, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that gets me a lot. Because, I mean, some people's work is
Oh, it's
better.
amazing. There's like, it's not necessarily about better or worse,
Better
in
or
my opinion,
worse.
though.
Yeah, for sure. But I guess in the eye of your own opinion, if you feel it's better, then I guess you could consider it better.
I don't like to think like that. I think of
Then why did you say it?
what? I didn't.
Didn't you?
No, I said not like better or worse. Oh, that's
Oh,
fun.
okay. Sure.
Oh.
You confused me with your lying.
Watch the tape back. But
The last time I did that, I was right.
Really?
Yeah.
What was it?
Oh my
I
god.
wanna
It's like
know
it didn't
about
even
it.
matter because I even
Yeah.
like sent you a clip of it. And I was like, see? You did say the thing and then I said the thing and then you said I didn't say the thing. And now you forgot. Like it doesn't even matter. Like let's just move on. Like this doesn't like even matter. God. There is no more
Oh my
embossing
gosh.
say. Stop
Hi, I am
gaslighting me.
Judy. It's not gaslighting, it's
Oh
legitimately
my god!
forgetting.
This is not gaslighting.
What? How am I supposed to defend myself ever?
You aren't. You're wrong.
Something going on, guys. I see what's happening, yeah. Camilla says, I think your work is ridiculously better than mine. No, that is not the way we think. What we think is
I agree,
every art
Camilla.
piece has a place in the world, and we're all working to get to what we want our place to be. But not that anything is better or worse. I honestly do believe that because I know for a fact that I've loved the artwork of people who thought that it was their worst work. And it's insane to think that the psychology of people is that, like, I don't know, it's like dysmorphia or something where you can't tell the merits of your own work. And I think that's very prevalent in any visual industry. I mean, probably beyond that, but when it comes to, like, you know, the art is in the eye of the beholder and all that jazz,
Yeah.
it's so impossible to determine worth, and that's what you're talking about when it's like better, worse, whatever. There are things that can make things stronger or weaker, in my opinion, but that is much more foundationally based than like subjective feeling, because you can feel something from a piece that is technically weaker than another or whatever, but if the technically sound one doesn't make you feel anything, then the worth is totally different from the technical value. So that's all I'm saying is enjoy, I guess, as much as you can the stage that you're at. I'm telling myself this as well, like, enjoy what you make, knowing that you will change and you will always be going towards a new goal, and just embrace that, because if you don't, you're gonna be frustrated a lot. Because it's continual, man.
Very true.
Camilla says, high five, Alessandra. Oh, Alessandra, OMG, Anna, I think your artwork is better than mine too. Stop! No, this isn't. And also, it's not to call you guys out, but that's not the compliment you think it is, okay? Because again, it's not about comparing one person's work to another. I think that both of you have beautiful work, and that it has its own value, and that it is inherently just a beautiful thing. You've created something. You've put part of yourself into the world to show others. That's great. And we're all working towards something, so just know that I feel it all the time. It's like that comparison, and it's not necessarily like always, oh, I'm comparing myself to this objectively successful artist or anything like that. Like, there are plenty of people where I'm like, I don't even know where they're at in their career, or I know that they aren't like highly successful artists or whatever you would call that or whatever, but I still love their work to death, where I see it and I'm like, something about that makes me look for a very, very long time, and I save their artwork to a folder and I keep it forever, and then I use it as my dream portfolio inspiration and all that. So I hope that you guys do the same, and that we keep just driving each other to do more better work. And better is always just what you think is better. I'm fine with using those terms when it comes to comparing your work to your work. But when it comes to comparing your work to other people's work, No. Everybody's got their own track. Anyways, that was my diatribe. Thanks for sticking along. Ibrahim says, so true. What?
Diatribe, a forceful and bitter verbal attack against someone or something.
That was my diatribe.
Uh-oh, Anna's mean. Don't listen to any of her diatribes. So
stop comparing yourself to others. Only
Yeah.
compare yourself to yourself yesterday. I'm so mean.
Yeah. Diatribical. Can I do that? Is that a word?
Yeah. It's like diabolical, but diatribical. Does that work?
Similar, tirade, harangue, verbal onslaught, verbal attack, stream of abuse.
Cripes. Okay, well, let's not go down that route.
I think you need a new word for when you're trying to use diatribe.
That was my TED Talk. Thank you for coming.
That's all right.
What would you call it? I
Rant?
just did my rant, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like diatribe does work because I don't know. I didn't know what it meant verbatim.
No, I'm really bad at like knowing the technical definition of things. It's always from context, I feel like. Does that feel same for you?
Yeah, I guess a lot of times, or just the social circles you're in and the words that people in those circles use. I've heard you use diatribe before, and I guess from context clues, I was like, oh, just like my little speech or my little 2 cents or
My Little Pony, yeah.
My Little Pony. I'm a small horse. But I guess I didn't really know diatribe was you yelling at us that we're very wrong about things. So great way to sneak that in there.
I'm unaware of myself if that's what you think I was doing. Yikes. Anyways, be good to yourself.
Diatribe over.
And then I snap and I walk away. And then you're sat here looking at an empty chair.
Turn to dust.
Oh my gosh, turn to dust. I'm Thanos. Everybody caught up on Loki yet?
Yeah, I think so.
Ooh.
What was the last one? Episode 4?
I think. Yeah. Very good stuff. Very good.
Pretty cool. Did you watch the stinger after the credits?
We'll have to talk after the stream because I can't remember it right now, but
But you did. Like, you stuck around for after the credits.
I'm pretty sure we always do, but I just can't recall what it was.
I feel like this is the first time there was something after the credits.
I know, but we always stick around. So
Yeah. So heads up if you guys haven't watched episode 4 yet. Stick around till after the credits.
Stick around.
Got a little stinger.
Uh-oh. The bees,
Lit.
they come. Oh, my arm is so sticky on the Cintiq. I'm gonna wear my glove, my fancy glove.
Sticky, why sticky? Sticky,
It's a little hot. Oh, by the way, hey, before I put on my glove, it's monkey paws time. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. All right, I'm gonna save. Everybody save your work and also drink water. Yeah, water's good for your soul.
I put it in the wrong place.
Oh no. All right, Anthony, take a break from your stressful work and do some monkey paws with me. So this is a hand stretch that we do together. I'm going to show you how to do it. So just take a break from whatever you're working on and let's take care of our bodies for a second, okay? So, first crack your elbows because they need them. They need them. So to begin, big yawn. We put our arms straight out in front of ourselves and our fingers to the sky, palms away from us, and then we curl our fingers into what we call a monkey paw. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. And the second pose is we put our fingers to the ground and palms towards ourselves, and then we curl our fingers in. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah.
Ooh,
Hey, good job.
Thanks.
And then third, you're not actually doing it. Third pose, we put the palms away, fingers down, and then curl our fingers in. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah.
Ooh,
Great job. And then the fourth and final pose is fingers to the sky. My hair got caught. Fingers to the sky,
Your
palms
fingers?
towards myself, and then curl our fingers in. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah.
Ooh,
And then we
It's
repeat.
July.
Yeah, happy July. We repeat these poses holding for about a second each, about 10 times. just to give ourselves a nice stretch in our wrists and our tendons. And if you feel like this is a good one, great, keep doing it. And if you feel like you want a different kind of stretch, then I would recommend you Google different wrist stretches or arm stretches, whatever you're feeling pain in. Just remember to take care of yourself. This is the moment where we reflect and feel how our body feels. Maybe even close your eyes for a few seconds and just kind of be aware of your body. And if there's pain anywhere, or you need water, or there's an itch on your left toe, whatever. And then tell us about it in the chat. I'm curious. But actually just take care of your body. Remember to take breaks from screens, to drink, to stretch, to save, to not type. And then once we're done, we just gently shake out our hands to loosen them back up. Woo, woo, woo. Then I like to mix in a few other stretches. So we are going to roll our shoulders to loosen back up. Once again, my hair's caught. Woo, woo. And then do a few neck stretches where we try to get our ear as high as possible on each side. And over here. And then after that, we put turn our heads as far as possible to the side, as far as is comfortable. And over here. And then back again. So much better. Yes. I'm gonna stand up for a second and just do like a little squat to wake my legs up again. Because I feel like sitting for too long has definitely been annoying my
detrimental.
Body lately. Yeah.
Annoying my
diatribe of detrimentality.
Yeah.
Wow, my hair is just doing a bunch of stuff today.
I've been trying to get up every hour.
Oh, get up from your desk. I thought you were like, wake up every hour of the night. I was like, why?
I don't have to try to do that.
The body is naturally doing that. But yeah, I think that's amazing if you can actually stick to getting up every hour. Sometimes I'm like, I actually like having a smaller glass for my water so that I get up more often to get water, just to have that little walk. But yeah, anything to make yourself regularly feel like you need to get up and move is a good thing, because seriously, after... Why are you circling the 2?
I'm putting a heart around it.
Why?
I got bored.
Rude. So rude. Wow. Anyways, yeah, that's the diatribe about that.
Oh, that was a diatribe.
Was it? Am I mean? Am I so mean?
And you say rude, so rude.
I mean, honestly, rude. So we are back with our painting, and we're just working on some stuff. You can already see some of the changes that I've made, mostly on the middle person. Boop, 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 boop. And cleaning up that paint. I love like a minimal cell shading kind of look, so I guess that's what I'm kind of going for with this one. Beep. And we still have our sunset color layer over top, so that's always there to give us that extra oomph of color. Anthony Jackson's in the chat. Hello, saying hello everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome. Alessandra says, for me it's my neck and back hurting from seating too long. Sigh. I absolutely agree. I think the neck and back are a huge one to make sure you stretch every time. Anthony Jackson, you just missed monkey paws, so I expect you to do it yourself. Assignment.
I only have to work for 2 more hours and then I should be done for the week.
Yeah, it's Friday.
Well, yeah, but...
I mean, yay! You're done for the week.
They're asking us to work 48 hours, so it's been a long week.
Yeah. I'm so
I crammed a whole extra day inside of this week somehow.
Gross. But
well, I will have by 7 anyway.
Yeah, you will have, and then we'll celebrate. Yay!
I should really ask Beth if there's anything priority that she needs before I'm gone this weekend, because I don't want to work anymore.
Yeah, just be like, well, I'm gonna be Audi 5000, so like, give me the good stuff now. Joe is in the chat as well, saying paw, paw, paw. Yeah, we did monkey paws. Paw, 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 paw. And Camilla says, for tired back and neck, lay down on the ground for 15 minutes. Gravity is your best friend and worst enemy. Oh my gosh, how true. I love doing that so much. I also have every night before bed, I stretch when I wake up and when I go to sleep. So every night before bed, I just hinge at the waist and hang my torso down by my legs, and completely, like, my back goes like straightens back out. It's the best and also the worst. Joe is saying hi to Camilla. Anthony or Taylor says, Anthony, I did 48 hours this week too. Frowny face.
I know, it's gross.
It's gross. It's not humane. Camilla says
it should be like 30 hours. It should be like full work week.
Absolutely.
40 is already too much. 48 is like, why did I say yes to this? Because I needed the money.
That's the thing, is like, having the amount of work would be great if it were just spaced out better, and that's totally up to the company that's hiring you to make it reasonable for the contractor or whatever. And they just don't. They just, like, 9 times out of 10 it comes down to the wire for no reason. It's real dumb. But that's just me complaining about workers. Let's see. Camilla says, also add a pillow beneath your knees when you lay down. Yes, if you're a side sleeper, get a good pillow for your knees. It's the best. And under your knees if you're laying on your back. Oh my gosh, saves your back. Taylor says 3 hours last Sunday and an extra 5 yesterday. Yikes. Just an extra 5, you know. Golly. Anthony says, I have my own stretches. Oh, fantastic. I'm glad that you do any stretches. That's really the only reminder, is do stretches. Anthony says, quick question. If you could become any animal, which animal would you be? Okay, this is a question and a half. I think I have an answer that came off the top of my head, but I have to think for a second to make sure it's right. Anthony, do you have an animal that comes to mind?
That I would want to be?
That you would want to be.
An animal that comes to mind that I would want to be. A dog would probably be good.
Dog of a very rich suburban family.
Dogs in general just seem happy a lot of the time.
They are. They are happy dogs.
I feel like that would be a nice change of pace.
Happy dog. It's a happy dog.
I love that. Oh, it's one of my favorite.
Name your favorite meme. Go.
Happy dog. It's just a happy dog. I watched it on repeat when I saw it the first time.
I think what we need to do is post that to the Discord, because if anybody hasn't seen it, it would make me sad. Also, the one that came to mind immediately was fruit bat, because you get to fly and eat fruit. But then you're at night. Nocturnal animals, that's another thing, is I greatly enjoy the day. So thinking about actually being like fully nocturnal makes me a little sad. Anthony, Jackson, what's your answer? I need to know. And everyone in the chat, obviously, weigh in. I want to know all the different options that we're thinking of. Maybe I'll change mine to yours. Oh, Alessandra says, I would say fox. Fox is a great one if you're into being a hunter, you know? Joe says, ooh, crunchy. Canine crunchies all contain selected meat and wholesome grain. Toy Chihuahua or Great Dane all love canine crunchies. Camilla
is that
says,
copyright? Or is that out of copyright?
I won't tell if you don't. Camilla says, anglerfish, so I can make my own light. Have you seen Luca yet?
You would go for anglerfish out of all of the bioluminescent creatures in the world.
Oh, and Camilla also adds, and be resistant to pressure, which is a huge thing that she's always grappling with. It's like, the immensity of the pressure upon this body is too much. If only I were an anglerfish, then all my problems would be solved, including this darn darkness.
Luca's great. If you guys haven't seen it yet, watch it 3 times.
Right now. Yeah, you gotta catch up. Watch it 3 times immediately.
Yeah, catch up. I've seen it twice.
Oh my gosh. I need to watch it again, obviously.
You do. Let's watch it this weekend
Okay.
while we jazz in the park.
Oh, stop saying it like that.
Well, how else would you do it?
Let's jitterbug
Google myself.
in your office. Can I use a computer? How else were you gonna do it? This lemon is so cool. Oh, Joe says, yes, everyone please watch Luca. I am on my second watching. Yes. The multiple watch.
Joe's on second watching?
Joe's on second watch?
Joe's on second. Who's on first?
I was gonna go with my watch is over or whatever the Game of Thrones is. Like, my watch has just begun.
Yeah, well, I can understand why you didn't go with it, because you weren't good
There's a car going real loud outside. Vroom vroom, big car. I like to go loud.
I like to go loud.
I am loud.
Fantastic.
A fantastico. A Luca.
What's wrong with you, Supero?
Yes, exactly. Anthony Jackson says, I haven't watched Luca yet. I need to carve time out to watch it. Do it. Get those carving tools and carve it. But yeah, Anthony, I bet you will want to do some fan art after watching it. And I think you should.
I want to.
Yeah, everybody wants to. Make it. Just make it.
I've seen some great fan art. Anna sent me a couple of things. I sent Anna a couple of things.
That's how we do.
It's good.
It's good. It's so good. Not creepy at all. I mean, us. Luca could never be creepy if it tried. Alessandra says, I started watching Luca with my partner, but because of rainstorm, internet was tripping, so we didn't finish it. Oh no! Getting interrupted by water while watching Luca? How rude. Water. How dare you? It's also raining a ton where Kendall is, so let's all send our best wishes to Kendall and Alessandra. Dry. That's what I'm doing. It should dry up in about 48 hours.
Weirdo.
Hey, what? No, shh. I ain't got no strings to hold me up. There are no strings on me. She's so cute. I love her little nose. It's like a chunky, square. I love it. It's good nose lollipop. Do you guys know that song? Probably not. My mom would sing things like that. Just little, like, I don't know, a snippet of a song, and I never got any context for it. So I sang them, and then my friends would be like, what is that? You don't know it? It's not from SpongeBob? Oh, what was it? Oh, it was Loopy the Lion. Do you know that one? Anthony's not here now.
I'm gone. I'm Loopy the Lion.
Loopy the Lion and Hardy Har Har. Anybody else know that? That's what I grew up with.
I don't know Loopy the Lion. I know the Tawny Scrawny Lion.
Yeah, that's a children's book. I mean, come on. You gotta know that.
I do. I know it.
I only know it because of you, actually, so.
Everyone, name your favorite children's book from your childhood in the chat. Mine was the Tawny Scrawny Lion.
The
Or
Little
Mike
Mouse,
Mulligan.
the Red Ripe Strawberry, and the Big Hungry Bear.
That's all one book, right?
Yeah, it's all one book.
Can you say it one more time?
I think it's called, and this is a mouthful, so let me, here, type it out and verify. The Little Mouse, the Red Ripe Strawberry, and the Big Hungry Bear. Boom, nailed it. It's such a good book. It's so clever and so satisfying and really well illustrated, and I love it. Go read it. What?
Nothing.
Got a problem?
No.
Ooh, Anthony Jackson says, maybe I'll stream the fan art. You totally should. That'd be great. I think fan art especially will, like, anybody who's liking Luca, they'd see that you're streaming and be like, oh, Luca. So, it's a good one to do. Also, Taylor says, the good ship lollipop is Shirley Temple, which I don't think I've ever seen a Shirley Temple movie. However, I do very vividly remember seeing an advertisement for a Shirley Temple VHS collection at the beginning of one of the movies that I had on VHS already. You remember the commercials that went at the beginning of movies? Man. I also saw one where the kids were packing for Disneyland. So many times.
Yeah, what was that?
They were like sitting on the suitcase because it was so full of clothes. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Was that the Goofy movie?
No, I think it was something like The Lion King. Because I didn't watch the Goofy movie much, but I watched The Lion King like 7 million times.
Remember when we were watching, I think it was the Butter Battle book, and there was something before that was The Long Arm of the Law.
That was a full-on animated short though, right?
I don't know.
I think it was. How did we even see that? Did you have a VHS?
VHS, my grandma's husband, Grandpa John, who passed away, had recorded it onto VHS, and there was a couple of other things that were recorded onto that as well. And one of them was something like The Thousand Hands of something something, and it was this live action thing that seemed very Dr. Caligari's Cabinet of... Do you know what I'm talking about? Does that sound familiar?
What is that?
Dr. Caligari. There's like this German aesthetic from early film, and it's a bunch of like angled, structured buildings and like something. I don't know, but it had that vibe to it. It was weird. Something about hands and hand hats and hands everywhere and fingers and...
Well, the German art has a reputation. I remember there was a specific movement called the grotesque that came out of Germany, and that's what I always remember.
Ew.
Well, it wasn't necessarily like grotesque as is in what we would think of, where it's like, that's nasty. It was much more like, how do you unsettle people, but still make it art? It was very interesting. If you ever want to look up that movement, just Google it. Grotesque German art. Let's see. Anthony Jackson says, there's one kids show I would do fan art for on stream. What is it? You didn't say? What? Okay, there we go. And then Camilla says, I know, Kimba the White Lion. Oh, I have one. It's Linnea in Monet's Garden. What? Oh, that's the children's book? Linnea? It's Lineia in Monet's Garden. Also, Mousie's book collection. Nice. Taylor says, favorite book as a child is Your Mama a Llama?
Is Your Mama a
very
llama?
Fun.
I remember a similar one that was Are You My Mother? About a little bird.
Are you my mother? Yeah, I remember that.
Similar title. I don't know. Of similar content at all.
Who knows? Because I've never heard Is Your Mama a Llama, but that sounds just like a fun wordplay kind of book, which I love. I would love to do a book like that someday. What do you think, Taylor? Should we do wordplay books? Wordplay.
Word to your mother.
Boom. What was the other thing I was gonna say? Taylor also says The Mitten, which I have never heard of. Joe says, ooh. Taylor says, it's basically the same story. Is Your Mama a Llama? And Are You My Mother? That's how I remember it. The little dopey, is it a bird or a duck on the front? It's very cute, whatever it is. Anthony, can you hear me?
What?
I'm asking you, is it a duck or a bird on the cover?
Of Are You My Mother?
Yeah.
I think it's a bird. I don't remember it being a duck. but I mean, isn't a duck a bird?
I'm thinking bird versus duck bird. They're different.
Yeah, no, I get you. I don't think it's a duck. I think it's a bird. Bird.
Joe says, ooh, but The Little Prince is a must-read. Have you seen the movie The Little Prince, Joe? Because we enjoyed it very thoroughly. Taylor says, but we didn't have a lot of Dr. Seuss. Oh man, we were rolling in the Seusses. I grew up on that stuff. It was wonderful. And Shel Silverstein, Where the Sidewalk Ends. Oh my gosh. The best. Camilla says, I'll add the Linnea book on Discord. Thank you. Yeah, if anybody has recommendations for books, there's a channel for that. Excuse me. Taylor says, or P.D. Eastman, whoever did Are You My Mother? Okay, I don't know who did that book, but yeah. Whoever did it. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, I'm gonna get some like sunset-y colors going in here. Just a little bit. I'll probably do some yellow. I think that would go nicely. She's wearing glasses. That's what I'm painting on here.
Oops. Pretend you didn't see that.
What? Pennsylvania? Joe says also Babar, which we looked up last time, the little elephant. I've been waiting to watch it with my dad. He's a massive fan. That is so cute. Just like, oh, I love the Le Petit Prince. So I will watch this movie. Oh, so good. Joe also says Curious George, the cat book. I can't remember how to translate the title into English. Then The Blob Family, that I also can't remember how to translate. Tintin is a must before you die. Read it. I love it. Literally at the exact same time, Alessandra says, in my country, Cape Verde, we had books in the Tintin books. Not sure you know about it. Absolutely, I've heard of Tintin. They also made a movie of it, I believe, a while back, but it was kind of a, as far as I know, a box office flop, but I have never seen it. But I also have never read Tintin books. From what I know, it's like adventures with a boy and a dog, which is very cute. Alessandra says, I've only watched it in Portuguese. Oh man, how is it? I'm guessing amazing since you're mentioning it, so. Thank you all for the recommendations. I'm definitely gonna watch probably this video back and like get all the names that you guys have mentioned, and I wanna see if I can read any of them. I want to keep getting books. I feel like I got so many during the residency, and then I haven't really gotten that many since. So I need to keep growing my collection. My collection is not complete. Also, if anybody collects stuff, I'm curious, what do you collect? Like the entomologists that Taylor illustrated. Do we have any fanatics about some kind of thing?
I collect Patreon rewards.
Honestly,
to Anna's Patreon, which you could find a link to in the description of the video.
You can
and maybe
also
a
find a
mod
link to Anthony's, which is
it
on
in the
hold
chat
right now. But
yeah, don't go to mine.
Well,
sleeping.
it's gonna be back, but you know.
Oh gosh, I got derailed from what I was doing when I was like, okay, I'll join in a stream, and it will just be like, I'm in the flow of this, and then all of a sudden it was like, can we get these files by 5? Oh, it's also files from a retoucher who isn't you, and it's confusing. And now I'm just like, okay, try to get back on track.
Yeah. That's just no fair. Just no fair.
You got rid of the cat.
There was never a cat back here. Well, at least in this
Lies!
sketch.
I remember it!
Okay. So the original sketch, yes, it had a cat. I am saying that in this version of the sketch, we never had a cat. So, I've been meaning to add it at some point.
Ah. Should it just be like hanging onto the back of the broom, like, oh my gosh.
It could
That's
be.
pretty
That's
much what the
thing
one in the middle is doing.
But this one's doing it in more of a concerned way. I imagine this cat is kind of like this character where they're just kind of like, I'm gonna go for it, you know? So if they're hanging off, maybe they're just like, whoa.
Or maybe just poking its head out of the broom like it's made a little home in there. It's like, huh? What's going on?
Or poking its head out of the bag like it's dumping all the books and stuff.
Oh,
That's the cause
amazing.
for all
Yeah,
of
it's
this.
like digging through it.
Oh, I love it.
Just a little cat paw coming out of the bag.
Joe says, yeah, Steven Spielberg made the movie. I think it's worth watching. Ooh, okay.
E.T.?
Well, if they're,
Are
Tintin.
You My Mother?
Tintin.
Sammy watched that the other week. I joined her for most of it.
No
I wasn't there
way.
at the beginning, but
What
yeah.
what a coincidence. What the heck? That's amazing. By the way, Joe says Milu, Snowy in English, is Tintin's dog and also the inspo for why we named our dog Milu. I'm saying Milu, but I don't know still if it's Milu or Milo or something like that, but correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, I so remember that, seeing your dog. Now I'm just gonna like imagine Tintin's dog is your dog, which is the chicken nugget. Joe also says, oh, Anna, I can give you a big list. I collect many things. Honestly, if we had a collector's chat in the Discord, I could post a new collection every day. I mean, you have the power. If you want a collection Discord channel, I'm all for it. I don't have many things I collect. I feel like maybe no, that doesn't count. Oh, floats, glass floats from the ocean. That's what I collect.
Barely.
I mean, if I see one, I will buy it.
Well,
I just don't see many. See many. Camilla says, I collect little pencils when I use them until they're very small. That is so cute. You're like, I'm not getting rid of you. You're part of my collection. Oh man. Joe says, you're so close, Anna. I'll teach you next time we're in voice chat together. Okay, fantastic. That's how I wanna hear it. Gotta hear it right. How would you say that, Anthony? Milou.
Milu.
Yeah.
Milu? Milu, Lou, Lou.
Poker face, poker face, me loo. There's a tiny little gap between their butts. What do you think? Should we put it there?
Whose butts?
I'm doing it right now.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, zoom out. Yeah.
Not too shab.
Not shabby at all.
Shab, shab, shab. Make it look dab. Wait, what? And I gave this one the hair of my dreams, which is dyed an ombre of some sort. I can't wait to do this. By the way, Joe, have you gotten your hair dyed yet? I want to know. I want to know. Can you show me? I want to see the cool hair things happen. But yeah, at some point, I'm totally going to get my hair dyed this year. That's my goal.
Totally.
Totally spies. I guess this color is kind of like a friend nerd inspired. She always has pink hair with usually the dark roots.
Who's this?
Fran Ness, I think it's her. Oh golly, she's an artist and what would you call her? Like small business owner, you know, shop online and Patreon and all that jazz. Oh, and she makes comics. That's, I guess, one of the things she's famous for. She real good. Oh, and YouTube videos. That's where should mention that. I know her mostly from her videos. I'm gonna do chunky hair shading. That's the word. Where it's like in a big bundle, that kind of thing. You just break it up a few times, but not every strand. Yeah, kind of like that. Boom. Let's see here. Oh, Joe says about the hair. Oh, not yet. It's gonna be a while. So Sydney is still locked down. So sorry, going through lockdown again, but I'm glad that there are precautions being taken, of course. Alessandra says, I collect books from old times. Haha, it has drawings on it that inspired me for my watercolor painting. Oh, that's awesome. Taylor says, I'd consider Friend Nerd a YouTuber. And then put the Instagram for Friend Nerd in the chat, and I'm gonna make it clickable. So here it is. Boom. But yeah, it's FRANNERD on Instagram and YouTube. Friend Nerd. And I watch several artists, YouTubers and stuff, so I enjoy them quite a lot. If you have any to recommend, I would be so down for that. The one that I've heard consistently recommended and I still haven't picked up yet is Apple Cheeks, who I think she was on Doodle Therapy with Alice once upon a time. So that is awesome. And other than that, let's see. I know of... Golly, what's her name? I'm blanking on everything.
What does she do?
Golly, you're not gonna know her name. Well, there's Cheyenne Barton, Furry Little Peach, and a third one that I'm thinking of that I can't get in my brain. Anyways, yeah. Oh, Taylor says, I think Apple Cheeks just changed her YouTube name. Oh man, is it to her name?
Apple Cheeks sounds like a My Little Pony.
Exactly, yes. I'm into it. Joe says,
Apple
love their
Cheeks
work. Joe was so excited that there was yes! Oh, and Joe read my mind. Lee Ellickson. Exelston? What? I think it's Lee Ellickson. Joe says, I'm butchering that surname. Also, the typing has been solid 10 out of 10 in the last few seconds from Joe being like, oh, really? Or it's what? It was great. Goodness, sorry, multitasking. No worries. I can still read it, kind of. But yeah, Joe is asking what... Oh yeah, what it changed from Apple Cheeks. And Taylor says, never mind, it still looks like it's still Apple Cheeks. Well, there you go. Whatever it is, that creator is apparently doing good stuff. I haven't watched her, but I've always heard like she's in that group of great creators on YouTube. It's just lovely to watch other people's work process and see into their lives. I know that that's like the draw basically of vlogging, but I'll never get over it. I feel like everybody's lives are interesting. I love watching them. What color should her scrunchie be? I feel like she wants a sense of magic. Okay, yeah. I think she wants a sense of individuality, so it won't be a color that necessarily like matches the uniform. Going with the tried and true gold so far. We'll see if it works. Or if you want to go a different route, mustard. I think it's pretty cute, but it might need to be darker, which is totally fine. But we'll come back to that. Let's see, and then I want to work on the face of the third one, and then we can move on to the other parts. Also, if you have any feelings for names of these characters, please shout them out, because I don't yet. Once upon a time, though, ooh, let me show you some old art. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, Joe says, my brain is going zoomies right now. It's so cute. Oh man. Taylor says, I like Cheyenne Barton. I love Cheyenne Barton. I feel like she has such a good, just like attitude about a lot of things. She comes in it like, I don't know, I just like her. And she's also doing a ton of Twitch streaming, which is always fun. To feel like you have like, I don't know, immediate access, I guess. It's like you're making a video, but also I can talk to you at the same time. Let's see. Oh, this is old. Okay, I'm gonna try to find it. There's an old piece of artwork where I designed 3 different kids who go to a magical school. How appropriate. And I wanted to start writing about them, but I never did. And so they live in the past. Let's see if I can find them. And I remember their names. They were Poe, Ava, and Briar. And I loved them dearly. Oh, this is interesting. This is one of the first sketches I did. This was Poe. And this was back in 2017. Woo! A while. It's been a while. Oh my gosh. I just saw some old game stuff. I kept some of the files that I did for the gaming studio I worked at, you know, just to have like backup files in case they ever needed something ever again, and seeing it gives me a little bit too much of a flashback. So it was 2017, so I'm gonna find that. How do you guys organize your files on your computer? Is it chaos? Mine's sorted by the month that I made it. Oh my gosh, one of the first patterns I ever made. They're a little Koroks, but like more like animalized.
Cute.
Yeah, way back in 2017. Was that when Breath of the Wild was out?
Yeah.
It must have been, yeah.
March 2017.
This is a sketch I never colored. Oh my gosh, we're just gonna take like a walk down the old lane. I wanted this to be a tomato garden, and she was carrying like this gigantic tomato, and the little dog had a tomato in his mouth, and he was carrying after her. It was because I saw some pictures of heirloom tomatoes, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're so pretty! I have to paint them. Speaking of magical schools, there was this Harry Potter week or something where they gave different prompts, and I did a bunch of like different pieces for it. You're a lizard, Larry. I think we talked about this a few streams ago. You're like, oh yeah, the lizard. Anyways. Okay. Oh, and also one thing I just want to call out real quick. One of the clients that I was talking to about working on a book, they specifically called out this piece, and it's from 2017. Okay. And I was talking to them like a month ago. And so you never know, you never know when your artwork is going to be desirable or in front of the eyes of somebody who wants you to make work for them. And it's just kind of crazy to think that like when I was making this, I was feeling so bad about my work, and I was feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna find my way in any of these industries and blah blah blah, all the down stuff. And then, you know, 4 years later, somebody's like, we really like that piece. I'm like, what? Me back then would say, what? Now I'm just like, no, it's old. I want to do something different. Okay, let's see here. I'm looking for one specific thing. Don't go down a rabbit hole, Anna. Too late. It's already happened. I started from the end of the year, maybe. Oh, wait, I found it. I found it. There we go. Took forever, but anyways, these are the guys that I designed way back when. So on the left we have Poe, who is the potion master, who, well, not master, she's studying it at the magical school, but definitely does a lot of like blowing stuff up and is a little bit more of the serious stern type. And then we have Ava, who is the like, I kind of think, was it around this time that I had seen Little Witch Academia, because there is a character in that who can basically like talk to objects and like kind of bring them to life. And so I imagine she like brought Flame to life in the form of this bird, which I just recently learned is a thing in D&D. Apparently you can create elementals and make them take whatever form you want, which is crazy. I didn't know that. Anyway, so she's like the little firecracker and very upbeat and bubbly. And then there is Briar, who is kind of like the perpetually tired one. It's just like, hey, what's up? And he lives for plants, obviously, and can make them grow like nobody's business. And loves to just hang out in the greenhouse all day. So there you go. Boom. Those are the 3 characters I had made up. Now these are my new 3 characters. Oh man, how the times have changed.
They have cats now.
They have cats now. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Okay, going all the way back. Says oh, Joe says I have to recommend Jamie Green too. I have not watched Jamie's videos at all. I've only ever admired Jamie's work because it is amazing. And Mona K. I think I've seen Mona's work. Yes, I have an image in my head. Joe says, okay, I need to make a recommendation list. You're amazing. Cheyenne is also part of the ADHD club. Yes, and I'm so glad she's getting medicated and everything now. She's going through that journey and kind of talking about it in her videos, and it just sounds like she's doing great, which I'm happy about. Taylor says, Mia Minerva. Ooh, but she doesn't post a ton. I am fine with that. Give the creators the ability to not post every day. Alessandra says, wow, Anna, your artwork back then still looks so great. Oh, thank you so much. I mean, I was it's hard again to like know what great is or whatever, but thank you. I'll take the compliment. It's just, yeah, I guess I went through a lot of different periods of how I feel about my artwork, especially working at a studio where I felt like a grunt worker. It was definitely
what's that like?
It's not the best for your mental state about your art. Joe says, Anna, I love your work all of the time. It's so food. It's good. She meant to say.
So food, very good.
Food, good. Would you ever do a mini art book of your old work? I have like 20 of them already printed because we used to make these little booklets for conventions. James and I both did this, and we would say, we're going to hand out so many, we're just going to give them to people. And then we would give out maybe like 2, and then we just have a bunch on our shelves. So yeah, if you want that.
Now it's the next Patreon reward.
Oh, you want that? Because I would be willing to empty my shelf.
I know, exactly. Like, you're looking to get rid of them anyway. Might as well be like, hey,
I wonder if they fit in my envelopes and if it's Kismet.
Kismet?
Yes.
Are you yelling at me in a language again?
Didn't we look that one up?
Kismet. Okay, what do you think it means?
Like serendipity, like meant to be.
Okay, yeah, pretty much.
Nailed it.
Destiny, fate.
I know words. Brain worky. Not all the time. Joe also says, this reminds me to nag you. You have to, to have a shop of some kind so I can buy your stuff and get your stuff. So I can buy your stuff and get your stuff. I love it. Joe, you're so sweet. You are so sweet. Yes, the store is one of those perpetual goals for sure. Another one though that I hope to have at least at least ready to go, if not already going by the end of the year. Right now is book time because I'm on one project and I'm signing on to another.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, it's just one of those like I really want that goal to be met, but also there are so many ongoing things that happen after you open a store. Like opening the store is already like all the work associated with that, but then after that you have to upkeep it. And I might do the thing that other creators have done where they do like openings and closings where it's like I open it for a week and then after that, if you bought stuff, I'm gonna send it right away. And then if like you can't keep buying stuff because then it's the upkeep of sending stuff all the time, which, hey, that's a wonderful problem to have. Like, oh no, people are buying things from me. But the idea of like if I'm working on a book and I have to interrupt it with sending a package and what gets the most priority, I don't want to have to choose. I want everybody to be happy.
If only you had a partner in life that could help you do that.
We've talked about that, and when you came over, I was like, so about that store stuff, and we never got to it.
Oh, I meant James.
What? You're my partner.
Right.
The heck?
I thought we weren't confusing people.
No, you're the life partner and the business partner. That's the
Right.
thing.
I mean, yeah, if I have free time, I'll definitely help you if you're on a project and you're like, we could do this. I could definitely help do that. But James is just there more often than I am. Unfortunately.
Wow. Yeah, that's a hard one because I don't want to interrupt his life with like, hey, I'm doing this thing. But if the store was like super successful, I feel like, yeah, like
It's
you make it a
beneficial
part
to
of it.
both of you.
Exactly. Yeah. And I always think about like if we, instead of making it like Anna Daviscourt store or whatever, it was like the Hopeful Penguin or whatever.
Oh, Ava and Briar's shop.
Boom. Then you could add as many artists as you want under that one like name, right? So it could be James, it could be any artist who wants to sell their work. We just make sure it's cohesive enough to make sense and then sell all the stuff, which I think would be real fun. But again, that's pie in the sky kind of goals at the moment because of life.
Oh, yeah. Life.
Joe says, one of these days I'm going to make it for you. But that's a secret project I'm working on, so shh. You better not be doing anything. But yeah, that like it's not just the making of the store where it's like, oh yeah, just make a website or whatever. Like that I'm happy to do and it would be so exciting. It's getting all of the stuff for packing and sending ready beforehand. It's making sure that you have an organized inventory, which I do not. My box full of sculptures and my, I don't know, random assortment of postcards. That's all I have right now, other than originals, which are also packed away in like a art file somewhere. Anyways, it's a lot to organize and get together and then take photos of and then spend all the time posting and labeling and marketing.
What's the timeline of your current projects and when is the other one?
You know, that's a good question. I need to get back to my agent about the newest one. But the timeline for the one I'm working on right now is ending in September.
Oh, okay.
And could even be earlier, honestly. I'm rolling on it, so who knows. We have an approved cover. Yay! We love it.
Heck yeah. Are you satisfied with the way it turned out?
The cover? Yeah. I think it's pretty dang cute. It's definitely
not,
again,
minimal
like,
feedback type of thing.
Yes, I would say so. I think like in volume, maybe it was like middle of the road, but the intricacy of it was very like move this slightly. It's not bad.
Is this cover or it wraps around, doesn't this one?
Yeah, it's the back and the front.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, it's fun stuff. I wish I could show you as always, but I am excited to see this one. Again, it's not like a, oh my gosh, this is my life's work kind of project, but it's really cute. So I'm happy about that. And honestly, working on any book in the children's book industry has been a dream for quite a while. So I'm not ever going to complain about, like, you know, how finicky I'm going to get about a book or whatever. Like, oh, it's not exactly what my soul needs to make, but... Well, then you make that, Anna. Jeez, go write your book. Okay.
Have you been writing your own book?
I mean, casually. It's not an everyday thing, which I feel like
What
eventually,
happened to Scaredy
hopefully,
Cat?
I will. Scaredy Cat is probably going to be on the back burner forever. I feel like once you make a book dummy, or, you know, like to a certain extent, it's kind of like, okay, I did that. Now next one. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
you got it to the point where you wanted to get it, and you're on to the next thing.
Yeah, at least far enough where I could get the point across of what I was going for. Maybe someday I could imagine picking it back up and, like, making it into something more better. But I think for the time being, it served me so well just in the process of making it. So I'm not
because it
sad.
informed all of the current work you're doing.
It taught me so much. Yeah, I mean, everything we do informs your future work, I feel like.
Well, yeah, but a little bit more nuanced of you made a book dummy and now you're making children's books. Not, I went skiing one time and now I'm good at drawing pumpkins.
No, more like in the way of, like, I drew a drawing and it got me closer to working as an artist. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
But specifically Scaredy Cat.
Scaredy Cat did so much. I feel like on many, many different levels, it was like probably one of the biggest projects I've ever worked on in terms of what it did for me personally and my career, because obviously it was my project during the residency, so it's like saying the residency in a book form. Like, of course it was super important. Hey, Adobe Live is simulcasting us. We have 2 minutes left of the stream. Hello. Welcome. My name's Anna Daviscourt. I'm a children's book illustrator. I was just talking about how I illustrate books. And the disembodied voice is my best friend, Anthony. He is cameraless today, but he's talking with us and also working on his own stuff, so you'll hear some clickety-clacking. But thank you for being here. Let us know what animal you would turn into if you had a choice of any. Oh, and we're working on some witches who are flying through the sky, by the way. Here, I get
Have you named them yet?
I have not named them. I don't know.
What are their specialties?
I have not put that much work into them. I like the moment. I don't necessarily have to, like, know everything about the characters, but...
Tell me everything about them and their cats' names and what their future cat litters are going to be named.
You
all
tell
6
me.
in each letter. What?
You
No, I'm busy.
me. You do the
This
work.
is your thing. I'm just here to motivate you to talk more.
No. You're here to clack, clack, clack and say...
I don't like it. I don't. It's... Well, it was slated to end today.
Yeah.
LOL.
And it is. You're going to say no to anything
And then they
else.
were going to have us on hold until the 9th in case there was, like, feedback that came through that they were like, can you do this because you have the work file and it would probably just be faster if you did it.
Sorry,
So
I
now
have
it's-
tab and everything's freaking out. Okay. now
It's probably most definitely until the 9th. And then past that, I don't know. We've got test files out to the client now to see if they're satisfied with the direction before
Will you
they
ever be
could
satisfied?
honestly say how much longer they'll need the retouchers on this project for.
Right. Well, you have the ability to say no, though, right?
After the 9th, I do. I signed a contract that was
Gotcha.
until the 9th.
Gotcha. Well, that's not too much longer now.
1
And
week.
you've booked a vacation for afterwards. Heck yeah.
Which is the 10th, well, 11th and 12th, really. But Saturday, Sunday, Monday is like this chunk that I'll be like unavailable. And I told them already, like, I've got something planned the 10th through the 12th. So
Nice.
we were booked until the 9th, and if you need me after that, it's going to have to start on the 13th, I guess.
Or just never.
Or just never.
No, you don't get me.
I don't know. The money is motivating.
Oh, of course. Yeah, make that money. Make it. But I support
I
whatever
also
decisions you make,
take
honestly.
off the rest of the year.
Okay, do it.
And then I'll just come live with you and do your online shop and be here for you.
Well, then we split the what do you call it? The makings. What am I saying?
Profit?
Yeah, we split
Profit.
the profit, and then you live off of that
Profit.
because it's obviously very lucrative.
Money profit.
Joe's gonna buy everything every week, so like we're gonna be sold out, and Joe is just our #1 patron.
Nice.
No, I do think when I open a store, never if, just when, I will probably put a lot more effort into marketing it than I've ever done before, because marketing is huge when you have a store. Just getting in front of people's eyeballs is like the biggest challenge. So I would have to like learn about that too. I keep telling myself I want to take like a business class or something to be a little bit more savvy.
One of my
sure I
fellow
could relate to.
freelance retouchers left retouching, went back to college for a business degree, and graduated a couple weeks ago.
Dang, that's awesome. And do they feel like business
I don't
pros
know.
now?
I haven't inquired past that, other than a post I saw and was like, "Congratulations, you did the thing."
You did it.
But yeah, I'll have to reach out and ask them
Definitely
what
do.
is going on.
What's going on?
She's awesome. I only worked with her a handful of times, but she was a very interesting person.
We love those interesting people.
And I think she also worked with Lawrence at one of the studios he was at.
Nice.
So when we found out that we had a mutual friend in common, it was like, oh my goodness, I like you even more now.
What? Secret key unlocked. I love it. Oh, by the way, Joe mentions a really good thing. All the info and details for Anna, Anthony, and the mods are in the stream description too. There are some links for Kendall and Joe, so go check them out. Look at all their work. Be amazed. Also, everybody in the chat, I feel like we're all very much kindred spirits in creativity and everything. So 9 times out of 10, if you open up the Behance page of somebody you're chatting with in the chat, they will have awesome work. So just a little FYI. Poke your nose around and find those cool people. We are almost, well, yeah, we're at time, but what do I want to do as the last thing? I want to add just a little layer of shadow to their face because I feel like that's the finishing touch that I put on the others, so. Oh, and some blushy blush, I mean, come on. Is that creepy grandma yet? That's me!
Yet? Is that what you're going for?
You know it. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, yeah. A little nice blushy color. Beep, 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 beep. And also I'll throw on the like extra layers that we've been working without this whole stream. And so, well, it's just one layer. It's the sunset lighting over them. So you'll see that like pop into place and hopefully it'll feel like, wow, look at that.
Pop up.
There goes a car. Wow. Okay. And a nice nostril and little nose. What would you call that? Plane? I feel like this tongue isn't red enough. Is that a common problem? My tongue isn't red enough. Google, why am I dying? I guess that works. I might still noodle with it. That's fine. I love that expression though, like the determined, but like uncaring of all the other stuff that's going on. I'm gonna get it. Also, I could probably do a better job of making those eyes connect with the object she's going after. Okay, there we go. That's better. That's much better. And I mean, we could finagle with it forever, but it's fine. Okay, so this is where we got today. I am so happy to work on this with y'all. I think it's a really fun one to show the process of, because we did a lot of preliminary work on it. Let me just walk you through it. So yeah, we started with this sketch, which I actually posted the PSD of just this line on the Discord, which Joe just linked to in the chat. Thank you so much, Joe. And also there's a link in the description. And you can go to the collaboration channel to find this PSD and color it yourself anytime, even if this is way, way, way in the past and you're in replay land future and you're like, I know everything, I am a robot, because everybody in the future is robots, duh. Then you can still color this robot. Enjoy it. And then we did 4 different options for colors, just figuring out what we liked. And then I did a study of a painting where the colors were sunsetty, but also much more pale. And I got that high key kind of background that I was looking for with the darker foreground elements or characters, because it really is all about them. And then we changed it from little clouds to big clouds in the background. And of course, all of this is up for change in the future if we feel so inclined. And then we sized it up and worked on it. And I am loving it so far. I think it's super, super fun. I want to keep it light and like kind of loose. Oh yeah, here's our gradient layer, by the way. Oh, look at that pop in. That's just lovely. Anthony, do you see?
Shining, shimmering.
Before?
Pink, magenta-y.
After.
Oh, yeah,
I'd probably
that goes
also...
blue.
Well, it goes, it's got all the way from like yellow to pink to purple to blue. And I might also add, in the future, who knows? Well, maybe I'll just do it with... If we do a gradient from something to nothing and, whoops, fill it with
Beautiful.
maroon. Adding a little bit of like blue atmosphere on the top. Can I clip it? Beep.
Keep going. Let's do another hour, huh?
Never.
I gotta entertain me.
Oh my gosh, I'm doing it on the wrong layer. Whoops. Take it all back. Take it all back. There we go. That's why it wasn't showing up super opaquely. So yeah, just a little bit of atmosphere on the top maybe. Whoops. And then what if we did a little bit of warm atmosphere from the bottom?
Like a fart. Bless
You
you.
made me sneeze. How dare you?
You're allergic to my gross.
Yeah.
Oh,
I might not do this in gradient in the end. That's all I want to say. Sorry, Anthony. What?
I was just gonna ask people in the chat to vote on whether you should stay longer. Or
No,
not,
I'm not staying longer. I got stuff to do. There's client things that are due.
Oh, really? You have to
Yeah.
work after this?
Work, yeah. The rarity of a lifetime.
Guess we could still hang out during that.
Anthony's like, don't leave
Don't
me.
leave me. I'm finally back on board and not sidetracked by somebody else's retouch mess.
Hooligans? Shenanigans. There we go. Anyways, we will
I'm
see you
fully
again very
devoted
soon.
now. What do you need me to do?
Devoted
Read the chat?
to you.
Okay, I'm here. You want me to turn my camera on?
Oh my gosh. I'm buying his time. Wait, he's buying my time. What's going on?
Haha, got her.
No, we will see you again very soon. Hopefully next week we'll have a full slate. But if you are ever curious about the times that we're streaming, that's the word for this, we have, usually it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific. However, every once in a while life gets in the way, and I also have plans for the future of subscriptions on here, so we might cut it down to 2 per week and then 1 that is behind the subscription wall, possibly. We've talked about making them maybe educational streams, like a little bit more oriented towards learning, or possibly doing like portfolio reviews, things like that. So
Ooh.
mull that over in
Switching
your
up.
mind. Let me know what you think.
Yeah, I like that.
Absolutely. And I think that we will be back next week. Anthony, is there anything that you would like to say to the chat before we go?
Have a great weekend, guys, and check out Anna's latest post on our socials.
Yeah, because I do that every time.
I said latest, not like brand spanking new.
No, I'm saying like I feel bad every once in a while with the stream. I usually give alerts on like Instagram, like countdowns and stuff, and I just don't do it every time because sometimes I'm like,
Sleeping.
well, yeah, like life gets in the way. Sometimes deadlines are kind of unknown 24 hours before the stream or whatever. So I kind of like to leave it open, but then I feel bad when I don't alert people that I'm streaming. But anyways.
Oh, you don't have to feel too bad. This is a free thing. You'll start feeling worse when it's behind a paywall.
No, I'm never gonna do that. If there is a paywall, you will get the goods.
The alarms will go off. It will be here.
Well,
Snap, snap, snap.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Anyways, we'll talk later. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. And we will see you very soon.
Bye, 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 bye. Spider bite? What?